Fam, has any of you niggas been skydiving before?
No, my sister has though.
Please tell me you've done that. You did that?
You're thinking about doing it. He's thinking about doing his
So basically,
you're fucked. You're mad.
No. You know, like who said this? Mike, you should know. Ain't no thing is half stepping or something like that. Who said that? Who's quoted
Ain't no
that?
half stepping.
Ain't no half stepping.
Big Daddy Kane.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I just quoted it like 2 minutes ago.
Sweet. I done the half step.
Oh, okay.
You didn't jump out the plane.
You done a bungee?
No, but I would have done the indoor skydiving. Fam, that shit was lit though.
Is that when you have when you're just there?
There's a fan and you're like,
yeah.
Oh no, that's
bro.
different. That's different.
That shit was lit though.
Okay, that's dope.
Man's in there like diving in the joint, like fam. It's pause. It's harder than it looks.
No, of course
you gotta keep a certain
of course you have
body shape.
You got to engage, bro.
This is so important.
You got you got to engage, bro.
Like it's a real pause moment when niggas say, "Yo, you gotta arch your back more than that, son."
You're there like, yeah. Spread your legs.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, bro.
Yo.
There's wild.
Did you feel like a Power Ranger? Remember Power Ranger movie?
Yeah.
In the beginning of the Power Ranger movie,
when they jump
with
out
the white when they jump out the plane. With the white Power
Fam,
Ranger.
I felt
and he had the skateboard. He had the ski board, whatever it's called.
Right. No, do you know what? Yeah, it's like it's a wild feeling when you feel weightless, bro.
No, of course.
See what I'm saying? And literally, like you do the dab on them. You do like a dab, yeah, and then that'll turn you like the way that you're doing the dab. So it's like, ooh, I'm going left. Oh.
It's a bit different though. No. I have never
Is that
done
how
it.
you turn by doing
like
that?
literally, like kind of dipping your shoulder,
you got to contour your body,
way, like that way, and then you spin round and you go that way, spin round.
Because I think that is for like sky divers. So like parachute, like normally jumping out of a plane is like parachuting, isn't it? So you jump out and then you're free fall, and then you parachute, and then obviously you land. But then obviously skydivers, they kind of like dive, they cut through
like
the joint. You know what I'm trying
head
to say?
first, pause.
Yeah. Super pause. You know what I mean? So they cut through the air. You know what I mean? So obviously, using
so you're
the
navigating.
Way,
Do you know what I'm saying? So like, this is just bare pauses, but you arch your back a certain way, then that'll make you like lift up like higher.
Word.
And then you like dip a certain next way, then it makes you go down, bro. It's
do somersaults.
It's crazy. Nah, I'm not on that level yet, bro.
You go back,
but I got my white wings though, so now I need to go get the bronze wings.
What's
and then
the
go get
There's no black wings.
Yeah, like that's how they keep you coming back and that.
No black wings.
I don't know, fam. I sat
wings.
down in the room and they gave the tutorial.
Nobody wants to
wings.
say black wings.
But yeah, no, it was lit though. I ain't gonna lie, like. That shit will make you feel like, yo, I'm ready to jump out of a plane, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
And then the instructors there doing the wild stuff in there. You're like, damn.
Shouts out to KB Creates, who was on our podcast a few weeks ago. Friend of the podcast.
He actually went
skydiving. Like,
I saw
diving
him.
or parachuting.
No, he went skydiving.
Wow.
But he had the nigga like attached to his back.
Yeah,
Pause.
telling him arch your back,
your shit.
arch your back.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I will continue to fucking go to the indoor joint. So when I go to the real thing, I ain't got no nigga attached to me, strapped up to my back.
No, because that's how it is. You jump with a guy
attached to you.
Obviously.
And he's telling you in your ear.
So you wanna jump with your own parachute, yeah?
Yes.
On your jacks.
Yeah, bro. I feel like enough
you don't
indoor.
You don't want someone else's like you. Okay. So now you're fully tucked in because like obviously pause. I don't really want no one strapped to my back. You know what I'm saying?
But you're saying.
But at the same time,
I do kind of want them strapped to my back.
Yeah, because I want someone with experience.
What?
Is
that you?
I swear this is the biggest pause conversation, bro. And we just talk about skydiving.
I mean,
that's how it's wild.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? But no.
But no, I hear you though, because bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous even to get into the chamber because it's like a tube, right?
It starts.
You jump out, you don't have no one else, bro. There's no one to tell you. Like for example, you jump out the airplane. There's no one to say to you, super pause, arch your back.
No, but that's what he's saying.
If you forget, like, raw. Now I'm learning about myself. And I'm jumped out the plane.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to do the indoor lessons so that you ain't got to worry about that.
We need to hold out KB and be like, what was he saying in your ear? Was he like, yeah, take that. What was he doing? That shit is wild.
You need to go on
No, what? That'll be but it's literally like that, bro. They'll be like, yeah, bend your legs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, straighten your leg out.
Bro, when you jump out
arch
of a
your
plane,
back.
you'll do anything, fam.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's wild, bro.
If he's like, turn around.
Yeah, like
embrace me.
what?
I'll embrace you, bro.
Like,
save my life.
Yeah, throw that back just like that.
I'm telling you, it's wild, fam. And obviously, when you're in this like tubular chamber, it's like there's other people doing the session as well. Do you get me?
So you walk in, then the fans come
You walk
on,
into
and then you start flying?
No, you walk into a room, yeah, and then in the middle of the room, there's like
How big's the room?
The room's like 3 times the size of this room.
Okay.
But in the middle of the room, there's a chamber, which is where it's like the booth, basically.
And that's where the fan is.
And that's where the fan is. So
That's wild.
when you walk into the booth, the whole booth is like glass, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Now, I see them
So
on TV
everybody else
still.
who's doing their sessions are just there as like spectators. So it's like, before you like amp yourself up to go in, you're like, oh
Got that
shit.
mad pressure.
You watching someone, you're like, he's trash.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, shit, it's that right.
Yeah, it's like, yo, this nigga, like, shit.
He's a back archer, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you're
Oh,
looking at
love
motherfuckers and you're seeing their face like, yo, this nigga's wilding, cuz. And then it's your time to go and you're like, shit, there's motherfuckers here watching me. Gonna be thinking the exact same joints.
So what happens if you like dive? Like you put your head down. Do you go into the fan and die?
No, because there's like,
It must be
basically
like a
like,
mesh.
there's a mesh there, innit?
So you go into the
Really
mesh.
So so you walk in
touch
the
the
door
floor.
and then
Can't have
like
that, fam.
the mesh is there, so then you just like you lean out into
You're looking
it,
for a quick
and then
little-
you go up into the fucking. It's
Lost
like
it.
do you know what it's like? You remember the Willy Wonka giant? Pause. you see when
The lemonading.
I don't.
Oh,
You know the old school when they was
go
all
up.
floating up in the
And
thing.
man
It's
had
like
to-
that
you
kind
have
of.
to burp
Yeah,
to
it's
come
like
back
that, bro. Do you know what I'm
And
saying?
he has to like burp to come down.
Yeah. It's like that kind of chamber thing. You get me? It's wild though. I had fun. You get me? Even though the nigga was
lit.
touching me a bit too much, man. I was like, yo,
What, so you still had a braille on your-
why you guiding me? Because you have to be in there with the instructor,
Oh,
blood.
he's there.
Oh,
He's
so it's like this.
spinning.
He's like guiding you and shit, like, all right, cool. And he's giving you hand signals like, all right, straighten your
What
leg.
you do with your hands?
Like these are the signals. Obviously, you can't even see it, but it's
mate.
like when he goes like this, it's like straighten your legs, like peace sign, straighten your legs, and then he will like arch the peace sign, like bend your legs, and then they'll do that jet life and be like, relax.
telephone.
Like
He's like, yeah, the
Gnarly.
telephone, like, yo, you gotta relax, bro.
That's
You're-
it, the
relax.
surfer
You're
hand
fighting
signal.
you're
For
fighting the
context.
breeze and that. Do you know what I'm saying? And then fucking what was the other one?
Call it nowadays.
What was the other one? There was like 4 hand signals, bro. And if you don't know the hand signals,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
shagged
yeah, of course.
because you can't hear shit, so they can't talk to you.
Oh yeah, so it's mad loud in there, yeah. You got mad.
You can't hear
yeah,
shit.
it's
You
the
got
wind.
earplugs in. You got fucking the goggles on, the helmet. You can't hear nothing. So if you can't read what this nigga's saying, blood, fam, I see a nigga get sucked out the door, like word, because he weren't following the directions, Sam. The nigga got sucked out the door. I'm like, yo,
Not
this
peace
is
sign.
wild. And this
Surfer
is before
dude.
this was
Not the
before
peace
my
sign.
goal. I'm like, oh
Surfer
my
dude.
god,
Yeah.
if I get sucked out the door, this is techie.
Snapchat.
And I'm like, yo, it's wild because I'm in there, yeah, and I'm sitting there. There's a bag of like white people in there, yeah. So I'm like, all right, just calm, like, yeah, whatevs. But then I see a group of niggas come in the motherfucking building, and they all got their phones out. I'm like, oh shit, let me not become a meme today, you know, like that. Word, but it was lit though. Everyone should go. It was up in Milton Keynes. It's called I Fly. So
Okay.
shouts out to them niggas, man. Shouts out to the nigga who held me down in there and
They hooked
let
up,
me know
yeah.
that it was cool and I was gonna be sweet.
You saying Basil? What would you go, bruv?
You know what? I would still.
Yeah, that sounds dope still.
kind of crazy still.
Yeah, definitely before
Shit's
jumping out of a plane, like I would
Yeah,
like you said,
definitely.
to
That's
experience the mad idea of weightlessness, like that must be completely sick. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I like the idea of like, you know, getting your wings up before you're actually going.
Yeah,
jump
no,
out of a
100.
plane, you know
'Cause
what I
I'm
mean?
not jumping out of no plane without doing that shit. I was nervous to do that shit. So when you're actually looking out of a
But
plane,
is that something that you think you thought about doing? Jumping
My
out of a
nigga,
plane?
They told us, yeah. All right, cool. So each time you get into the chamber, it's like you get like a minute.
Yeah, the
each
hours.
time.
Yes, it's a bit like being a pilot, I suppose. You kind of build up a certain amount of experience and hours. Yeah.
Right. Now I hear you, but they're saying each time you get into the booth, it's 60 seconds. A normal skydive is 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how fast are we falling out of a plane,
you're
bro?
free-falling.
Like 45 seconds, bro.
Yeah, and at some point you need to obviously deploy your parachute to then.
But do you know that
Exactly.
at a certain altitude, right, that everything falls at the same velocity?
Yeah.
So you're falling as fast as a plane will fall to ground.
Yeah.
It's crashing.
That's what I'm saying. That's wild, bro.
Even though a plane.
So like
weighs
all of
million
that,
tons.
like yeah, I'm gonna do the dab to turn and do some spins. You better do that all in 45 seconds.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
don't and you don't pull your parachute, you're done out here.
And don't forget, that's number one. But also, it's about spotting your target and pause and where you are going to land. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, am I gonna land to the left, to the right? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Is that the field? Is that the railway line? You know what I mean?
bro.
So-
Techie, but it was dope though because I felt safe.
You
Yeah,
seen that dude that did that shit for Red Bull? When
Yeah,
when he
from
jumped out
space.
from space.
Yeah.
From
He
the
jumped-
first layer of space.
He broke the record, didn't it?
He jumped out from space.
Because there was a guy that
Did
did
the highest
There's a guy that
skydive.
did it before him.
And it was like the
So
first
he didn't,
layer
he didn't burn
of
up coming
out-
in the atmosphere.
No,
it
he's in
was
the
just
spacesuit and
before that
everything.
bit.
Oh,
He's in the spacesuit.
okay.
But the guy basically started spinning in the air
Yeah.
and passed out.
Bro.
For like time, and then woke up just before he had to pull his fucking parachute.
And didn't he nearly get caught up in the parachute cable as well?
Yeah, some madness.
It looked peak. It looks amazing though.
But they filmed it and everything.
Yeah, the sheer pressure from space.
Look at
Do you know
what
what I mean?
Red Bull's doing
Yeah, of course, bro.
to,
But
to promote Red Bull, bro.
yeah, they're going
What,
to
sending niggas from space.
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, no, it's wild though. But that's Red Bull. They say Red Bull gives you wings. It's like, prove it. You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling like I'm a strong black brother, and no, and no obstacles is gonna break me down?
That's a facade, and even that adds to the pressures.
Of life. When it comes to
But
mental health and mental well-being and stuff, I feel like the black community, they have these for
Hey,
lack of
What
a
you said?
word, shackles
Hey.
of this kind of persona or this kind of
Shackles.
like strength.
Basically, you're saying there's a stigma within the black community
There's a
regarding
stigma.
mental health.
and that
Sorry.
stigma causes a lot of problems. And the stigma, instead of protecting people, it actually does put people at risk because
that's what I'm trying to say. But it's like you hit the nail on the head because I think it is prevalent in the black community. But then, like, I kind of know how fragile the mind is.
yeah.
All right, can we cut to the chase? Has any of you motherfuckers felt like you needed therapy? Or that is a route that you could see yourself going down in order to maintain a level of stability? Or do we all kind of just
Yeah.
self-medicate
No, I
and
would.
not disclose things to people because we want to be like locked off from...
I would say that. I remember my dad used to always say to me, "Oh, if you need to chat to me, chat, innit? And if you feel like you can't chat to me, chat to a wall, talk to yourself. It's better getting things out of your chest than keeping them inside. Because as soon as you verbalize them, you kind of see how either trivial they are or how manageable they are.
Of course.
Because there's a level of verbal reasoning that we all kind of like
Well-
take for granted. We think that we're all mental reasoners, but a lot of people are much better at reasoning verbally. So it's good to verbally go through your thoughts and say
And
things. So I would say
just get it off
first-
your chest.
Yeah,
You know that old school saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But going back to the whole stigma things, it's like you're talking about trust, aren't you? So even for myself, it's like, who do I really talk to?
Yeah, but this is the
you know,
thing though.
You know the ones there?
I
so
hear you.
I understand
Go
what
on.
you're doing. Like, I feel like therapy, maybe, yeah, you should be able to speak to to somebody, yeah. Not because they won't judge you, but like, you know,
They might be able to guide you or bring certain things out.
maybe, but they're
with
coming from a
questioning.
neutral point.
Yeah.
By rights. They have no attachment to you. Do you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? But at the same time, it's like, we walk through, bro. How many people do you smile on a tram? on the tube on your day to day. Like,
Zero.
exactly. So my engagement
Unless
of wanting
she's
to
fine.
tell something, there you go. So unless my engagement to go and tell someone that I don't know something, all the inner mechanics of myself, like, you know, you're going to find out, or I might find that a bit difficult.
All right, cool. So let me tell you something. Boom.
What about
This
my week?
this is no, this is no, I'm just gonna throw out my theory quickly, yeah?
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild, the analogy I'm gonna use. But in regards to what Mike's saying, yeah, he's like, oh, like, how am I gonna trust like someone to just talk to them and blah blah blah. I kind of see it as like you're paying for therapists as someone to speak to, the same way some people might pay for ladies of the night just to be able to get the job done. Like, you got something to get off your chest, it don't matter who it is.
Mm-hmm.
You just need someone to speak to, whether they're getting paid or what, if you trust them or not. It's just,
No, I hear what you're saying.
you got to get the job done.
I hear what you're saying.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. So there's no.
So for me,
there's no
it's
affinity
like,
to you. So why would
I don't
pay
care if I know you or not. I'm not worried about if I trust you, if da-da-da-da. It's like, you're just a neutral person who can just give me some insight, and fuck it, innit? I'll disclose that to you.
That's with a therapist, right?
With a therapist.
Yeah, of course. I think the whole premise of a therapist is it's business. It's just you're talking, but also there's a level of they have professional insight into the way that they can unravel what you're thinking by asking the right questions, by saying the right comments.
This is what I'm saying.
They don't necessarily will give you advice, but you yourself, you'll be able to kind of...
No,
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they allow you to unpack, innit?
Yeah.
No, and especially because, like, you're paying for it, innit? Because, like I said, to keep it 100, yeah, if I say something, if we're talking, I say something to you, yeah, that you don't like, there's going to be a few reactions in it. And one of the reactions might be for you to walk out the room. Or we might scrap. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But, like, you're not going to scrap with your therapist because, like, you're paying, and that's kind of unprofessional. But you might walk out the room. But then...
Yeah, but your therapist ain't going to say anything that's going to make you want to do that, though.
No, but they might.
All right, cool. Like, I'm gonna go back to my analogy.
You ain't seen The Sopranos?
If you're going to see, if you're,
I was waiting for that.
What would he say?
He said you ain't seen The Sopranos.
Blood. Listen, let me tell you something.
But in The Sopranos, she was being unprofessional in those moments where she did kind of judge him.
Yeah, not all the time, but I'm saying a therapist. Yeah, like to go to a therapist, it depends what you're trying to gain out of that situation, innit?
Yeah.
Like if you're a person that's like, okay, because I'm talking about where it starts. So where it starts, like, well, shit, I feel I might have to like talk something over. But I might not have anyone that I can really talk to like talk it over with.
And that's why you pay a therapist.
So I might pay a therapist. So me speaking to the therapist, innit, I'm getting it off my chest. She might not just be sitting down there just being like, yeah, I'm being paid to be a sponge, like Basil said. She might be also trying to think, okay, you know what, Mike, you're thinking this particular way. If I'm put myself in the situation, you're thinking this particular way because of blah, 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 based on medical and study, yeah? So she's trying to unravel the reasons why I think a particular way.
Yeah.
Yeah? So when she's probing these situations, like, oh, it might be because, like, you know, you think you're too tall, or you know, you think you're too short. Like that's like, you know, you got Napoleon syndrome.
Yeah, but that's not how
Yeah,
they're trained not to speak like
It'd be
that.
like a Goodwill Hunting. Remember Goodwill Hunting?
So everything is
Hunting. It's not your fault. Do you remember that?
Nah,
it's not your fault. So Goodwill Hunting is obviously like
I'd be a shit therapist then.
Fucking everybody.
Yeah, no, you would be.
But I don't know how anybody. Blood, Matt Damon.
Yeah, I know the movie. I don't know what happened in the movie.
What happened?
And
Yeah,
if
I
you're
know
trying to
the
explain it, you better give a synopsis real quick.
Robbie Williams is basically he has to go through therapy with this kid who's basically a mathematical genius, right? For the uni. Because the uni want him to be like on their board or whatever.
I don't need a whole movie breakdown
or whatever. So he gives him therapy.
So there's no killing.
To that breakdown moment where
I thought he was a mass murderer.
He feels like things are his fault, things that went wrong in his life.
Right.
And my man just said to him, "It's not your fault."
And then he ended up breaking it down.
And then he goes, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, "No, I mean it. It's not your fault." And he goes, "Yeah, I get it." He's like, "It's not your fault." He's like, "Shut the fuck up! Don't tell me that."
And then he said it again. He's like,
and this and that. And that's a breakthrough moment.
But this is the thing with therapy. I hear what you're saying. With therapy, bro, like they're trained in a specific way. They're not gonna say, "Oh, nigga, you're suffering from Napoleon syndrome, my nigga. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, so, like, do you feel as though, like, you being too short has contributed to the way that you feel in regards to your anger? Like, they pose things as questions for you to then answer. They ain't gonna just say, yeah, nigga, like, there's something wrong with you, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you short, nigga. Like, why you so... You're angry because you're short. Like, they don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes you gotta pay to get the job done.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But the thing, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I'm a what's it called, innit? I'm an advocate for it. I haven't been in it, but I'm an advocate for it.
We haven't got any real sponsors yet, but I would really like to work with this company that's basically like a
What is it, the phone therapy thing?
yeah, the phone therapy thing.
Yeah, I know the name of the
this
company.
and
I'm
that.
not gonna mention their name yet.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, hit us up. But use those kind of services. Use the internet.
Yeah, no,
use,
definitely.
all these
Because
things.
we all need outlets. And for me, I've realized that over the course of my friendships and relationships or whatever, I have been one of them outlets. Like, motherfuckers will phone me and just be like, yo, like, da-da-da-da, like, I just wanted to talk and da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, cool. See what I'm saying? Like, numerous people.
No, of course. No, I've been.
See what I'm saying?
I've been one of them.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
I've been that person, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
But it's always good to have that person, though.
Yeah,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
sometimes you have that person, but you won't mention it. Like, for example, Lee, right? I'll be going through ish for a while, but then I won't hit him until it's really gotten to the maddest point. And then he hears about it, he's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, no, you don't have to go through that. I'm like, and you just feel like, finally, someone's on my side. But you know what? You can really, really, through kind of bottling everything up, in my experience, you could really put yourself alone in a room with this shit. When there's other people around you, that could really
Take you out of that
take
space.
you out of that space and be like, yo, I
And
remember
sometimes,
this happened to
and
me.
sometimes it's not even a conversation that revolves around the space that you're talking about.
Yeah, of course.
It's just kind of like
Of course.
just having a conversation. It could be about anything sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But just that communication could be like, you know what, maybe the thing I've been thinking about is a bit like over the top. You know
That's what I'm
I mean?
saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to say, like, it's the mind.
Yeah.
And even though, like, you've now done, like you said, like, the therapist has posed a question, like, to my man in the film, and he's made the breakthrough in it. Hence he's pissed. I get it. You get me? That's why he's balling. I get it. You get me? So he's made the breakthrough. Like, shit, it was
Here's
so
my
simple. And,
question
like, I
to
did
you.
it. But
Mike, do you need therapy?
do I need therapy myself?
Do you think sometimes that you would benefit? Not sometimes.
I feel like I would benefit.
You know what it
need
is?
Therapy.
I never,
Like, really.
I never thought. Like,
Somebody sponsor
no,
my
no.
therapy.
I never thought I would.
So hit up the Patreon.
It is a
I never
Playground
thought I would
Legends
need therapy,
podcast at
so.
gmail.com.
But I do feel that.
But is that down to the stigma within the black community that you think you don't need it? Because as Caribbeans, you'd be like, yo, oh yeah, I move mad, sir. What I'm to you,
Yeah, that's a percent of it, but that's a very, 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 very small percent. I wouldn't even kind of look at that. I just don't think I need therapy. But here's the situation. I think now everyone would benefit from having therapy.
So let's
So I think even though I don't think right now, like, oh yeah, like I feel a particular way.
Let's do
But
some-
like I said, you don't know how better you might feel by
When you do it.
Right.
let's do some role play, right? So
Oh,
Mike,
God.
No, we're not having therapy. Well, this is what I'm saying. This is kind of therapy. We're chopping up in it, like with the homies. So it's
but
kind
why
of
are you getting
therapeutic.
tight,
like,
though?
huh? I'm not.
That's what
yo.
I just don't want you to be my
nigga-
therapist. You know.
he's like. That's why I'm punching up
You know
a
what I'm
therapist.
saying?
What do you mean I'm
Yeah.
tight? I'm not tight. No, but so Mike, Anyway, it is tough. I know it's tough. You know, I'm the first one. You know that will admit. You know, I need some therapy. You know,
Shout out to you, bro. That's actually a good thing to be able to say that. I feel like I would benefit from therapy only because I feel as though I am like I hold a lot of weight from people.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So just for me to kind of dissect that weight like, and be like, okay, cool, this person's told me about this, and this person's told me about that,
even if
and blah,
other
blah,
people
blah.
told you shit,
how
you
that
ain't-
makes
you
me
ain't
feel.
been in a
No,
position to
of
tell
course, of
people
course.
Shit, that
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, isn't it? Because it's like there's a lot of weight that's put on me, and then it's like,
You can't carry
who
it.
have I got to kind of unload this weight onto?
Alright, boom.
Do you know what I'm saying? So then I feel like therapy would assist me in
But
that
what about
sense
your
as well.
own? What about your own weight? Because it's like, yeah, you can hold somebody else up.
But that's what I'm
it's
saying.
harder to do with your
I haven't
own
got
shit.
I haven't got anybody to unload my
Yeah,
weight
yeah.
on.
That's what I'm
Do you know what I'm
saying.
saying? Because in the view of the people whose weight I hold, I'm
Who's that
seen as that
person?
guy for
Yeah.
them.
I feel like
So then
this.
when I need to unload,
Who's your
then
guy?
like who's my
But I'm
person?
saying,
Do you understand what I'm
but
saying?
we
Smash
need to
though, everyone needs that guy.
we need to designate therapists. So you know when you have you have a wayward female and Brez just unload their nuts on to.
Oh, you went.
We need
Alright,
to just
sweet.
roll up on motherfuckers like this is gonna tell you about our problems, motherfucker. Yeah, and we'll
because it goes
run a
back-
trade on you. With
No,
our
because it goes back to trust, innit? Like, and it goes back to thinking like, raw, like,
But blood.
I've told that person so
telling
much
you,
now.
look.
Like, I might not want to spite that person.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I
So
won't.
it's all
That's why I
about-
won't do
yeah,
it
of
like
course,
that.
it's all about judgment,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why I'll pay somebody, bro. Like I'm an advocate for paying for
And
services.
I think that, like,
I don't think man
one of-
understand it.
Yeah, I
Like,
think- okay.
if a job needs to get
Okay,
done,
okay.
with no judgment,
Okay.
pay for your shit. Because
You deny
otherwise,
all things.
I think we get it.
in whatever it may be, do you know what I'm saying? Because bro, like you could have a chick now, yeah, that like she's like, oh, tell me about your problems, da 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 da, like what's going on, and you unload your weight on them, yeah,
Then they hold it.
and they're gonna hold that to
They
when.
put
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and they go, I got
Yeah.
one in the chamber. That one.
Yeah.
And then when shit
One
gets
in the
smooth,
chamber.
bang,
Click.
bang, headshot, you're done.
Yeah.
Like you've unloaded your
You
insecurities
bitch,
and all of this
nigga,
shit.
You don't
Yeah.
even
That's what I'm
fucking
saying,
love
bro.
your mother.
And-
You're like, what?
Do you understand what I'm saying? And like,
most.
and you know, and that goes back to like a Bob Marley quote where he said like, your best enemy, what did he say? Your worst enemy will be your best friend, and your best friend your worst enemy. Because if you unload certain
Yeah,
things
bro.
on certain people, they'll turn around and just be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
like that's is it?
As soon as you say it to them, they go, these are the keys to all the doors.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna front, fam.
Yeah, of course.
Like
They get
there's
that golden
there's certain niggas I trust in it. Burley being one of them. Burley's got some fire for that for my head top.
Gang, gang.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't fuck with me.
But that's my nigga though. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, sweet. But that fire, you can't give that fire to anybody
Yeah, of
just
course.
willy nilly.
of
You
course.
know what I'm saying?
No, of
They
course.
will,
That's-
they will
yeah.
end your career. They'll put you on the Summer Jam screen.
Yeah,
You know?
Hey, hey.
But yo, on the real.
So yeah, anyway, shouts out to the good therapists out there. Shouts out to anybody who's thinking about it. Go pay for the services and
Yeah,
all
man.
these things. How's your week been,
There you
Burley?
go, there you go.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
I've been waiting all
There
day
you
for someone to ask you. Well, my week's been fine. Thank you very much.
No, but you know what? To keep before you do move, I'm glad we touched on that subject.
Well,
there,
you felt
so,
like
on
that was some
situation
therapy
still.
there.
No, I think it's like I don't think it's spoken enough about, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? And as you highlighted, especially among black males, innit? So maybe we need to like circle that and come back around.
Yeah, man.
at some
Look,
stage, you know what I mean?
our strength don't come from like that fake male bravado shit.
No, of course not.
Our strength come from fucking splitting your melon.
just knowing yourself, just knowing oneself, innit?
Yeah, of
and
course.
being able to like, you know,
Why? Like that's insecurity.
compile all
you
your
know what
shit
I mean? Like,
and know what's
if the next
good.
dude hears you, that sounds moist. Well, here's this knife. I cut your throat. Gargling blood.
No, but it's like at the end of the day,
You know?
no, yeah, I hear what you're saying. But at the end of the day, like everybody is gonna sound moist in some capacity, depending on the circle. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
It's nice only on the pause on the recipient though, isn't it? Because when you're saying it, you're not saying it like, well, like I'm saying this to sound moist. Only
No,
the
no,
other
no.
person,
That's what I'm
it's all-
saying. So on
so
the
like you
yeah,
said,
like
yeah.
there's no person
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this room
Yeah, of
out
course
there in this world who isn't moist, depending on the situation.
And here's the thing.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Nothing grows.
Some people might be like, oh, you're moving moist because you're like moving mad mushy over this hole. But then it's like another
This is a
person might be
willpower.
like, yo, like you're moving moist over some family situation. You understand what I'm saying? Like everyone's gonna be moving moist about something, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And
But it's not our place to judge.
At the end of the day,
1000%.
in order to grow, you need moisture. And you need dry
Hey,
land.
look at this nigga. What
He
you
is
saying?
super folk.
Hey, get
Super
folk.
folk.
You need water, you
moisture.
need soil. It's not
Yeah,
just it's not just hard earth.
It's not one or the other.
man.
It's all
Balance. It's all about the balance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Full circle, full circle.
Damn. So who's
with
feeling?
that, with
Who's
that.
feeling a bit better?
Yeah, I do,
Yo,
I do,
Mike's
I do,
got a little
yeah.
bounce in him now. Like, it's like Michael's getting a bit tired. Now he's like, yeah, for real. I don't celebrate Christmas,
Nor do I like
so I'm
that.
good
but
on that. So I'm
You
good on
don't
that.
say because you don't buy presents.
No.
You don't have no obligations. No.
No, but then I don't put the pressure on people to buy me presents.
No, I hear that, but that's not the question I'm asking you.
That is what you're asking.
No, I'm not.
I've just cleared it up for you.
I'm not saying do you want a present. It's cleared. I won't.
Were you
give
trying
you
to buy me a present, Mike?
No. I'm not saying. But you get me. You don't give to receive. You know what I mean? But
All I'm
obviously
saying
you
is
celebrate.
I don't celebrate Christmas, so I don't buy presents. And as a result, when people say, "Oh, you don't celebrate Christmas, so you don't want a gift now," I'll be like, "No." Because I don't want to feel obligated to buy you a gift because I've accepted your gift. I don't celebrate Christmas, dog. So leave me alone. Don't expect nothing from me. Shut down the expectations from early. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying?
I buy gifts.
I buy birthday presents.
I buy gifts for my mum for Christmas because obviously it's always been like rest in peace my grandmother. It was like her tradition to do Christmas stuff. So it's like, you know, just a nod to her. So I'll get my mum something and then I might get my auntie something and that's it.
No, I hear you. 'cause
Fam,
like
even
me,
my
my
mum
niece,
could fall
maybe.
back, blood.
like me, like I said,
Like, we do, like,
I don't really celebrate.
You know what time it is.
You get me? I don't celebrate Christmas like that, but I do know like
We
yeah,
celebrate Kwanzaa.
You get me?
We
I
make
really
our
celebrate
presents.
that. You get me? But I know there's certain obligations. You know what I mean? Like the family have to get a little something. You know what I mean? Like.
What,
you know
so
what I
what?
mean?
You don't have like Christmas dinner?
so you're getting sucked, fam. You're getting sucked.
So on Christmas Day, what do you
How
do?
you going against your principles because like, oh yeah, family have to get something? You're getting sucked then, blood. My whole thing is not to get sucked by the
whole
festivities.
Thing. Yeah, but the thing is like it's peak. It's like because I know and you can tell someone that that's your stance. For example, like you know it's not Christmas, innit? But when you leave your house right now, you're gonna see Christmas lights, and in 2 you're gonna hear Jingle Bell Rock. It's on the road,
So
you can't duck it.
nah, blood.
You just have to believe in your words.
You don't play that. You don't play that.
Nah, you niggas is bugging.
Listen
that? Donny Hathaway.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Nah, fam. You niggas
I'm not.
is
I'm not saying in your house. I'm saying like,
I'm gonna get
unfortunately, in the environment, you get me.
Shut up.
The environment that we're setting in
This
it, like Christmas is happening, fam. I don't celebrate. I don't believe in Christmas that way. Especially like we can get.
But if you're buying gifts, then you're subscribing to some shit you don't believe in, bro.
yeah, ultimately, but like I said, it's
like, alright,
a
cool.
Yeah, it's like you know what it is.
Like, see when Valentine's Day comes,
it's
fam.
like appeasement, isn't it?
Do you know how I found my way around Valentine's?
Find out what Valentine's really was.
No. Do you know how, like the
No,
loophole
that
how I finesse Valentine's, bro? Like my anniversary was Valentine's, so it's like
Oh, that's smart.
you see what I'm saying? So it's like
smart.
you smart, you
You
so woke,
planned it.
bro.
Okay, that's mathematics.
Come on, so it's like when Valentine's rolls around, it's like,
That's crazy.
oh,
It's
all
like,
right, cool, happy anniversary. Here you go. It's not, but you feel like it's Valentine's, but it's not Valentine's. So that's how I can justify it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's actually the
I
anniversary.
just hope you haven't given out the playbook.
Damn. Edit. Somebody hit edit.
Edit, highlight this area, edit, go back 2 minutes.
No, but word, like
No, I
that's,
hear you.
I don't do Valentine's. So
I know,
if
I
I
hear
have to make you happy and make it seem like
the story.
it's Valentine's,
So once again, the
So
story-
alright, cool. That's
Christmas
our
Day,
that's
what
our
do you
Valentine's.
do Christmas Day? You don't even have like food. You don't even have like
Yeah, we'll have food and that.
Okay.
Alright, so
But
you
that's
have
just a
a
family
Christmas
gathering
dinner.
because everybody's off work.
Do you do crackers?
You watch Oliver Twist?
Nah, dog.
No, what are they called? Do they call crackers?
Do we have crackers?
What
Nah,
are they
nigga, my family's black.
Yeah, they're called crackers. bro.
Crackers, Christmas crackers. You don't do that.
Okay, that went over
And
niggas'
like,
heads.
and like the wild, like,
No,
you know,
I'll tell you.
nail clipper comes out, the cracker, the screwdrivers, stupid things.
Like it just depends, innit? I'm showing up to the family function. Everyone's off work. Everyone wants to kick it together. Boom.
Is there
If
Christmas
they
tree?
happen to have crackers, then cool,
do
innit?
they have gifts?
So do other members of your family celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, because they got kids. They're doing it under the premise that they've got children, though.
Okay.
Like, so, like, they don't want their children to go to school and
feel
be able to be like, oh, I didn't get
Alright,
nothing
I know,
because
but-
we don't celebrate Christmas.
But once
Do you
again,
understand what I'm saying?
it's the same smash though.
No, it's not.
Why is it not? So, all right, you know what?
Because I ain't got children.
Not for you. But I'm saying,
Blood,
for
I'm
other
not giving
people.
no kids.
I'm not
When you
saying
was a
for
child
you.
in school, you didn't fuck with Christmas?
Yeah, but then I came into knowledge in that. You get me? And as I got older, and I
I feel
decided
like you're
that
picking and
that's
choosing
what-
the knowledge.
No, because of it, when you're young, you don't know what's going on. But once I hit like 15, I told my mum like, I don't do Christmas. Like don't be putting up this tree. Like I don't want this tree in this house.
No, I understand you.
Like,
Don't get twisted.
what we
but-
doing here?
But once again, there's certain things, like I said, like me myself, I know the full stories of Christmas, innit? You know what I mean? I don't really subscribe to it at all.
But you're still buying gifts.
Yeah, I know, but once again, it's a bit like you saying, "Oh,
So you're
raw.
being folk, blood.
But it's not.
How am I
but
being
it's not a
folk?" So,
Christian
all right,
thing.
so 1 second, stop.
You niggas is
stop.
being folk.
So are the
Blood,
people?
my family
Stop a
is
second,
Muslim.
yeah. Are the people buying their gifts for their kids? Are they folk as well then?
No, because they don't subscribe to the thing like I do. They still feel like Christmas is a thing. I don't. So they could do what the hell they want.
Right.
But when I turn up to the spot, don't expect nothing from me. You know,
I hear you.
that's all it boils down to. But when it's your birthday, if you get good grades on your fucking your report for the
Do they be
End
like,
of year.
Uncle Leon came through rented dread this year?
blood, listen, I just gave my niece a pair of freaking Jordan 4s, yeah, brand new freaking what's the colorway?
Moncler jacket.
Columbia Blues.
Okay.
Oh,
What, did they just come out?
No, that's the point. I gave her the fucking
Okay.
certified joints.
Oh, wow.
Brand new, fresh out the box shit. Brand new, fresh out the box shit. Just because, like, okay, you finished year 6.
Why did
and
you
got
have a pair of fucking Columbia Blue 4s?
Because I'm that nigga, bro.
bang,
For
bang.
her. You had a pair for her, like size 3, just size 4 waiting for her.
Like, here you go.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
no,
dope.
it's bigger size than that. But it's like, okay, you finished year 6, you're in year 7 now. Here you go. Do you know what I'm saying? So I create my own holidays and give my own gifts when I feel it's appropriate.
Do you make a point? Do you say, here's this, and then Christmas, but remember, I fucked with you when you finished year 6. Do you do
No, I
shit
don't
like
make
that?
I don't make a point
You don't
like
make a
that.
point.
But it's just like you can't when Christmas comes, you can't say that I didn't just give you a pair of fucking Jordans. Do you know what I'm saying?
So
like
basically, you make a point.
I don't make a point. It's just like you can't tell me, oh, where's my gift? Like nigga, you just got fucking Jordans 2 months ago. Like what we talking about here? Do you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like fuck all of that shit. Niggas is wilding out here buying gifts. And what gifts is man buying?
Hey.
Just dumb bullshit.
But if it ain't a birthday, bro, don't expect nothing.
No,
from me,
birthdays.
like,
Birthdays are important.
Birthdays is very important.
You know.
All this other stuff, it's like, you ain't getting shit out of me, bro.